Well, like fucking donkey.
Scam, money thoughts in my head. Scam, money thoughts in my head. You on Twitter, you got box in your head. You on Twitter, you got box in your head. I'm in Burbank, swimming in a Reynolds Suburban. Ski mask on my face like a turban. Ski mask on my face like a turban. I can go to country, I stay urban.
This is a certified hood classic. Alcoholics Mixtapes.
Fuck else, I went bought a pound. I hate the way that I sound. 4 years that I think I found. My body fell on the ground. Everybody got something to say, no, it'll probably fucked up, but I think I'm fine. Fuck. Little bro, I had love for you, you knew that. Trying to drag my name through the difference you.
Okay, this bit's dumb.
You got from your window, I was waiting by the curb with a car on. So everybody let it talk, but we don't care though. Little bro, we not up, you're so fuck else, I went bought a pound. I hate the way that I sound. 4 years that I think I found. My body fell on the ground.
Pardon the interruption for this little smoke break.
Alright. That was a dumb bit. That was a dumb bit. Oh god, we're about to stream to fucking 0 viewers. Smoke rocks and update. Now she tried to assist me. Whatever. In the shade. They run on the estate, but I'm not the one to keep. And fucking Whatever. Guys. Oh shit. We got you guys back. We got you back. We're back. We're fucking back, guys. We are so fucking back, brother. We are so back. Love to see it. Love to see it. Wait, what's going on here? What the fuck? What the fuck is up, Portland? That's because that's where you're all from. That's where you're all from. Okay. Candace on conspiracy theories or whatever. The fucking thumbnail for this video is wild. Wait, guys. What angle do I normally have this at? I don't. Okay, we're gonna hope that's good. Okay. Okay, docket. Wait, is it still? Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't do it right one fucking time. I can't do it right once. Boing. Okay, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing here? We gamed with the bros earlier. We did the DIRL recap. We didn't try and sell paintings today, but we're on low viewership right now. We can't be selling paintings when we have such low viewership. How are they going to be sold? The site can't be reached. What the fuck is going on? No shot. Wait, did I copy all the links wrong? Oh no. Just one more time. I think I did. Oh, wait, no. I just pasted it in there wrong. Sorry. I'm just stupid. I'm just dumb. We're just always bad at the computer. There.
All right, you guys, happy Wednesday. I'd like to begin today's episode with a little bit of feedback for the deep state, the deep globalized state.
She's talking
All
to
you
the
guys had to do
people. She's talking to the people.
was to keep the cornucopia.
What people?
We may have even let you rule over us forever. We have never woken up to anything. That's my theory, okay? It was all well and good until you guys tried to convince us that Fruit of the Loom never had a cornucopia.
There's no shot that she's doing
There was one. We all know that.
the
By the way,
Mandela
if you're watching
effect for this
and you don't know
conspiracy
that, I have
theory.
nothing to do with you. You're in the wrong timeline. We are not in the same timeline. Today is going to be a very interesting episode. Definitely philosophical, meta, because I don't think I will ever get over the fact that Charlie Kirk knew that he was going to die young. And I am starting to believe that so did the agents that surrounded him
Pretty
throughout
specific
his
things by
entire
that.
life. Let's jump right back in. Welcome back to Candace.
What is this intro reel? Why is it like a Time Life movie, guys? What is that about? What is that about? What is that about? Okay, she's on some deeply anti-Jewish stuff at the moment. Heg Seth, that's Darius' best friend.
Everyone in the chat right now saying, yup, it had a cornucopia. I knew you guys were my people. I want to start by saying that the way that I feel, the way that I think a lot of you feel, the vibes that are surrounding us right now is that the deep state is in some sort of a panic.
I don't know why I'm doing
Right?
that. I'm just trying to
We've acknowledged that over and over again on the show. Something doesn't feel quite right. It feels almost like we are at the beginning of the end of a long satanic run. That's why,
or the people you support are fucking things up, like, fundamentally. That's actually like a much easier, simpler explanation. Makes sense to me, makes sense to you, makes sense to everyone but you. Wait, I always said it made sense to you.
you guys know, despite the obviously sobering reality that the world is run by these people, I'm pretty optimistic every day. I can't explain it. I don't know why. Things are obviously coming apart, but like things have to come apart before they can be put back together. And they're just getting sloppy. And if I could put it into a sentence, I would say that it's almost as if our awareness is the threat, right? Awareness, just our being conscious of what they are doing somehow spells their doom, which is bringing me to wanting to discuss today, as I promised you, the CIA's Looking Glass Project. Now, we briefly touched upon this at the end of last episode. Obviously, I'm a conspiracy girly, and I'm thrilled that we get to dive a little bit deeper on this topic for those of you that don't know. The first thing that I want to remind you guys is exactly what I said at the top of the show. It is an absolute fact.
Time travel, well,
Charlie Kirk.
Dude, that actually, I think, might be her theory, because her fucking thumbnail says Back to the Future and has like a picture of the Matrix and Donnie Darko or something. So could be a time traveling Aryan robot.
Thought that he was a time traveler.
How
He
was
told me
a
he was
robot
time
Aryan?
traveler repeatedly. I showed you guys that text message exchange. I said to him in response that I didn't feel the same way and that I thought I was from another planet, that I was an alien my entire life. Just do not get it here. This planet is ghetto. That's how I feel. I don't understand it. The rules don't make sense. I think that's also why I like cats so much. I feel that they can relate to that They think humanity is ghetto. They don't want to be around us. They don't like us. They know it's ghetto. It is ghetto here, right? Well, another bizarre fact is that back when Charlie and I were running around, we met in 2017, top of 2018. So I would say, obviously, Turning Point was an organization, but it wasn't the organization. It wasn't this behemoth of an organization that it became. No, he had no real degree of fame. I think that's fair.
Oh, you know what? She can't relate to people because she's fucking geeked. Because she's fried. Because she's on some conspiracy fuck me in my fucking lisp. She's on some conspiracy shit, and no normal human being is trying to talk to her about it.
But he was required to have security on him at all times. That was orchestrated. His security, Schaefer's security, was orchestrated by Bill Montgomery. He has since passed, the late Bill Montgomery, and he was from the military. He founded Turning Point USA with Charlie. Charlie wanted to go to West Point, and then instead started Turning Point USA when he was 18 years old. Thinking about that, the security, him texting saying, "I'm not allowed to go anywhere. I feel so important," I think was the exact message. That to me is objectively weird in retrospect. Wasn't weird at the time, it's weird now. And it makes me think that Charlie may have been marked since he was a child. We've discussed these.
How is it weird in retrospect? But made sense back then. If it made sense back then this should be like a reasonably expectable outcome. So the fact that it happened, the like thing that he had like the desire to have security for early on, like you don't have it if it's like not a possibility. It's not seeing into the future to get something preventative for a thing that is possible. And for the thing that is possible to happen, even though you got preventative measures.
GATE programs that they have in school. And I just think on the basis of what he told me, that when he was really young, they wanted to drug him, but his mother said no, and he was really grateful for that.
Is he talking about
and
fucking
instead they
Adderall
decided
or
that they
something?
could send him to this X-Men school. That's the best way I can describe it. I would certainly, by the way, for you internet sleuths, I'd like to find out which school Charlie had to attend. So he was pulled out of the regular school he was attending, and he had to go to some
Charlie's
special school
elementary
for
school
the
now?
gifted, like he was an X-Man. And I am of the opinion, it's an opinion, I'm allowed to have it, it's obviously not a fact, but I am of the opinion, based on the discussions I had with him, that he's been monitored since. That his test scores, whatever the score, every test they probably did on him, he was off the charts, and they wanted to make sure that he was being watched. That's my theory in general on all kids that are in extraordinary and GATE type programs. Maybe we should be training our kids to get like an 85% on the test.
What the fuck?
At most, before the government agents are going to swoop in and go, who is this genius child, you know? And a lot of weird things used to happen to Charlie. He would go on runs. I think I told you guys this, after sundown. And when he was running, street lights would go out. Like it was like he was in a burst of energy, like he was a lightning bolt or something. So to slow this down for you, there are, just in general.
Okay, streetlights go out all the time. Like, it's spooky, but like, is there any shot that Charlie was thinking that he was like lightning beaming them, or is this like her interpretation of that story where he probably was like, oh, it's spooky?
All of these inexplicable experiences that we have in life, and they try to make it weird for us to discuss them. Like, just even being philosophical and thinking about these things for a long time, they don't want that. Deja vu is probably chief among them. We all have experienced deja vu. We are certain something happened, that we already did that, but it didn't actually happen. You're like, but I feel like it did. Oof, I just got a bad case of deja vu. Well, guess what? There's no official expert explanation for that. Sleep paralysis, for those of us who suffer that, I had some terrifying experiences before.
Is that true? Why does deja vu happen? Where somehow the sensory processing is delayed. Okay, wait, so they... Oh, I guess it'd be really hard to test for it. But they have, like, ideas of what it could be. And I guess she is saying that because we have ideas for it and haven't, like... Well, have we done experiments on the deja vu? Including MRIs, is that true? Scientists have tried to recreate deja vu in the lab. First, create a memory. Is post-dictive bias. And people that they feel they know what's going to happen next. Okay. So they are looking into it. They're not like silencing the deja vu experiments. I'm gonna guess
Before I
that's
knew
the
what it was.
paralysis.
They don't really give us a full explanation for that.
A
Similar, also, another example of things that are inexplicable and maybe somehow
Like
related
as
to
in
deja
why
vu.
it's a creature.
The story of how I met my husband. I've told it many times. How I got engaged 18 days later. No one believes me. They don't want to accept it, except maybe Charlie Kirk, because he was there for it. But I already knew George. That's how I describe it. I saw his face. I know that doesn't make sense, but it happened that way. I looked at my husband's face and I already knew him. It was like a sigh of relief.
Okay,
And,
wait, that's just love at first
there's
sight.
Other
Dude,
explicable events and things
explicable,
like Charlie
good
telling me that he was going to
misspeak.
die young. Anyway, today we are going to be showing you clips from a YouTube channel called Be Inspired. We're going to link it in the comments as well because they did such a fantastic job of diving into these phenomena and how they likely relate to another shady government CIA program, which came to be known as Project Looking Glass. This actually happened. These were whistleblowers that came out, like with all of these projects, people that are in the military, scientists coming out and saying, hey, government has this technology and they can peer into the future. I'm sorry, what? What does that mean? Anyways, the narrator of this channel, who I could not find his name to save my life.
Is it
there's
gonna be
multiple
like a
people that
predictive
work this channel.
analysis?
But
Like
he begins by taking us
model?
back to the Y2K scare. You guys remember that? Of course, you remember the Y2K scare. I was actually scared. I was young. I was like, oh my gosh, I just don't want to die like this. I don't want to die just because it's midnight and it's the year 2000 and they were just kind of pumping all of these fear, all this fear into us. Anyway, let's
like
jump right into this clip.
5.
Let's start with
And I
Y2K.
don't particularly
In the final
remember
months
it.
of 1999, there was a global concern that computer systems would fail when the date switched to the year 2000. All the software used only 2 digits to record years, so 2 nils might be read as 1900, potentially disrupting banks,
Credit cards and ATMs may cease to function.
power grids, airlines,
Airplanes and trains may come to a halt.
governments and corporations spent over $300 billion updating systems. It was one of the largest coordinated tech efforts in history. People stocked food, withdrew cash, and prepared for the worst. But when midnight came, almost nothing happened. The systems held, the world moved on. Still, that global moment left an imprint. Some view it as a psychological turning point.
Okay, wait. So they invest a bunch of stuff to like circumvent it. There's probably a bunch of stuff that would never have been impacted by it, like until later down the road. People were afraid and panicked doing things because there was like a lot of fear mongering around it. But otherwise, like normal doomsday prepper things, and then because it was technological, probably a lot of people didn't understand what was going on, because it's early computing days relatively for like general consumers and the internet and stuff like that. So not many people are gonna have like knowledge of any of how that works at this point in time, like in the general public. I don't think any of that seems too weird.
End of the analog age and the quiet beginning of a fully digital world. From that point on, life accelerated. Culture, communication, and consciousness shifted onto screens, fast, constant, and increasingly disconnected from physical time. Some researchers believe Y2K wasn't about a bug at all, but a kind of global psychological reset, a ritual of fear, distraction, and silence. The code may not have crashed, but something else may have been triggered. Our perception of time and reality. After something strange started happening online, people began noticing memories that didn't match reality. The most famous? The Berenstain Bears.
Okay.
Millions remember it.
Because, like, as, like, more people have access to the internet, they, like, are searching or looking for things as they remember it from back then, pre-internet. They're seeing images, and they're like, oh, that's not how it lines up in my memory. That's gotta be something different. It's gotta be something different. Also, like, the technology didn't increase. I mean, there was, like, a crazy improvement, but, like, really we just got better at making, like, the tech smaller and smaller and more powerful in conjunction with that. But, like, what we see is, like, there's more powerful bigger technology, and then there's more powerful smaller technology, and then there's, it's like a stacking effect. But we have, like, discovered most of the things about, like, the conceptual parts of how, like, computing technology works. So it is more of an iterative process for how we solve for, like, whatever problems in fitting more power into a same space or a smaller space. But we understand the architecture at this point because it had already begun to be formed, so it makes sense for technology to rapidly increase. Also, like, as there's more global communication and stuff, you can have more of, like, the brightest minds communicating and figuring out together.
Is Berenstain with an E, but every book says Berenstain with an A, and that's just the beginning.
If you're running a simulation and you go back and you change some variables and you rerun the simulation, lots of little things could be different along the way, right? You have many different possible paths.
You have glitches in the matrix.
Exactly. You're now on this timeline, but you remember, you have like a deja vu, or you have like a weird memory.
Movie quotes, logos, product names, all different than we remember. Entire groups of people swearing something changed with no explanation. It became known as the Mandela effect, named after people who remembered Nelson Mandela dying in prison years before he actually did. What could cause something like this?
Are you familiar with the Mandela effect? Yeah. Of course. Millions of people remember certain events that never happened. And so how do you explain that? As we go through our conscious progression, as we raise consciousness, the way we perceive the world, and therefore all that will exist in our world, will morph to that new resonance as a sympathetic resonance. So certain aspects of the old world will just no longer exist. And so we can still have a phantom memory of those experiences, whether it's like Jiffy peanut butter or Luke, I am your father, which he never said that, right? All these things like that literally just like fall out of your new frequency. Because everything in your world around you, including time itself, is retrocausal. The world around you that is no longer fitting your frequency will disintegrate and dissolve.
Okay,
Okay.
so I'm not trying to start a world war in the comment section today, but Pikachu had black at the end of his tail. Obviously, I don't know when they hit delete on that button, but he definitely had black at the end of his tail. Some of these things just don't make any sense to me.
Okay, well, I don't know why Pikachu would be the one that you're particularly sure of. I think it just goes back to the, like, global communication thing. We have more access to more information. There's more information that we just don't, like, access or have to use on a regular basis. Because we don't have to use it on a regular basis. We're not, like, checking it for clarity that often. or for like making sure that's correct, you get exposed to some information or conversation and you're like, oh, this is not how I remembered it. And it probably happens to a fair chunk of people because there's going to be a significant portion of people who are not like in the know on that. Because I don't think I've ever seen like diehard Pokemon fans think that Pikachu had the black tail.
And it's just amazing that we just sort of accept it and we just keep moving on. And when you start asking questions, they try to paint you with, no, don't ask the questions, just keep going on. Let's just pretend. Let's just pretend that, there was no cornucopia.
Okay, wait.
Anyways, this brings us obviously to the
They
CIA,
definitely
CIA's
let you ask the
project
questions.
Looking
What up,
Glass.
Browse?
Essentially, there were these whistleblowers, like I told you, in
Hold
the
on.
military.
Hold on. What does she mean that you can't ask questions? Mandela effect. Oh, what? Oh my God, we click on it and it's got like hella photos. The AI is reading it off. There's a Reddit dedicated to it. There's like 55 examples. There's video, Simply Psychology. How many views does this one have where they try and say that like we don't know why they have, oh my God, 200,000? It's almost like they're not silencing it in any shape or form. Yeah, no, that's what I was saying is like once we had access to like a wider range of information, there would be things that you learned that you weren't encountering like on a regular basis. And so when you came back into contact with it, because you haven't like reality checked your memory up until that point for whatever memory it is, the Kit Kat logo, the et cetera, you're gonna have a distinctive memory. The Pikachu one actually is the one that makes the most sense in terms of like why that particular, no, the cornucopia one does too. For the visual ones, like if there's a strong reason to like associate it, some of it may be rebrand shit if the thing is real. But in terms of like the image things, there's like okay, let's roll it back. If the cornucopia thing wasn't real, like it was always just the fruits or whatever, there's like an association of like a harvest, things like that, with that like brand, and that branding. And so like it's a very easy visual thing to combine. The Pikachu, because he's got the like black on the tips of his ears, feels really easy to remember that. Fruit Loops, because it looks like the loops themselves. Berenstain Bears. I think it's just like a matter of that Steen is like a suffix of last names that is relatively common and exist, and that's just like the way that it flows off your tongue pretty easily.
And within the CIA apparatus that came forward to reveal that the deep state had a technology, which they stole.
Pikachu has a black tail? No, wait. I thought he had the... You guys are fucking trolling. He does not have a black tail. What the fuck are you guys talking about? Oh, Pichu. Oh. Yeah, he does. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. He does have a black tail. And then they got us even trickier with Raikou. Wait. Raichu. X. Wait. Wait, why is it showing this one? Why is it showing the Y? Yeah, he's got the black. He's got the black. So it like, I can get it. I can understand. Bump. Bump. Bump.
Miss the part that I keep explaining to you. These people are not smarter than you. They're just more evil. They steal, they plunder, and they steal things, and then they rewrite history and pretend that they were geniuses. Anyways, they have a knack for murder, they have a knack for theft, and this time, just like a lot of times before, they stole a device from the ancient Sumerian civilization that's located in modern day Iraq. Very advanced civilization. They're obsessed also with Egyptian civilization, as we discussed yesterday. The Satanists kind of taking.
Wait, how are we just immediately going to the Satanists?
These things. First, they keep them to themselves. They hoard these things, and then they kind of give us certain aspects of technology as time goes on. So they steal this piece of technology, and they incorporate it into a computer, and suddenly they're apparently able to predict future outcomes. Just imagine the deep state being able to look into a glass, so to speak. The Sumerian culture was known for their advancement in glass, and to see different outcomes. I mean, the amount of power that you would have, and then also fathom in your mind that the people that are Satanists have this power. Take a listen.
This is where things take a turn, because according to Bill Wood, a former Navy SEAL with high-level clearance, the US military once had access to a device called Project Looking Glass, a technology that could supposedly view potential future timelines.
The project was shut down because there was a problem when we approached 2012. The timelines converge on that point in time. When you know how string theory works and how
Hold on. Why would a Navy SEAL know this? Wait, when I used to do these conspiracy theory things back on Twitch, wait, am I tripping? What did she just say his name was? Bill Wood. Bill Wood. I would play like the X-Files theme. He doesn't even have a Wikipedia. Oh, bots. Wikipedia. Wait, I need the X-Files theme again. Wait. Oh, no. I was like, wait, did you get... Okay, so he's literally like a nobody. Omega lol nobody. I'm gonna set up the X-Files music for you guys.
Possibility of possibilities works, and how making one choice over here doesn't necessarily mean that the other choice couldn't exist at the same time. But once you get your brain wrapped around this subject, you find out that at the end of 2012, in an easy way to put it, the choices that we make become less and less consequential to the future. And eventually we're pushed into this bottleneck of time, no matter which choice we make.
Okay, so is that certainly 2012 in your understanding?
It's well coincides with December 21st, 2012.
So at that point, all possibilities lead to the same
Timelines.
Rubicon.
All possible timelines lead to the same basic set of history in the future.
And after that, they shut it all down. Now ask yourself, why would a system like that be buried, and what exactly did they see? Because this isn't just about false memories or tech. It might explain why everything since 1999 feels frozen and artificial, like we're on rails in a version of reality that wasn't meant to last this long.
Okay.
And if you think that's wild, wait until you hear what else Looking Glass may have revealed. So what exactly did they see with Looking Glass? According to multiple whistleblowers, including Bill Wood and other interviewed by Project Camelot,
Okay,
every time
one
they ran the device,
person
no
that we're
matter
gonna
what
name,
variables they changed,
one person that we're gonna
all
name,
future timelines
twice.
converged to a single fixed point. That point, somewhere between 2012 and 2016. After that, the future became unpredictable. No more branching outcomes, just a wall.
So it's super interesting that they couldn't see beyond 2012, or rather they could see beyond 2012, but maybe things became inevitable. That was backed up, by the way.
Okay. It's only interesting if it's true. The other thing is him saying, like, the time feels like it's moving fast, that it's like a haze and stuff like that. Probably, like, the consumption of short-form content, being online more, greater alienation from work, economic strife, like all these things are really fucking good reasons to be depressed and like to want to disassociate, or tools to disassociate. Yeah, I guess that's it about that. It's only interesting, again, if you like believe that this is the truth, that they saw that and hit a wall, and even then, assuming that it worked the way that they said it would, it shouldn't be like surprising, because there should be like a law of reality that dictates that could be measured or observed
By a lot of different things. Mayan civilization, the calendar. Remember that whole scare? Why doesn't the calendar go beyond?
Okay,
So
but
you
their
arrive at this
vision
point
even
and
went
you wonder,
beyond
what is
2012, because
this,
it could
Suddenly,
lead to
these people who are
2012
evil
or 2016.
are no longer allowed or able to control outcomes, essentially. Or perhaps, so maybe they did see something beyond 2012, but no matter what they did, they couldn't change the outcome of that thing that they saw beyond 2012.
that
So
is
it
not
wasn't
what
so
he
much
said.
the future couldn't be predicted, but rather that they couldn't change it, like something was coming. That's how it kind of feels to me when I just examine everything that's going on.
She's taking his like conspiracy theory and then like applying another conspiracy theory on top of it. That's this fuck. I was talking to Legacy about this earlier today, and he's like, I just don't understand how people can get to flat Earth. And I was like, after you've bought into a certain amount of conspiracy theories, like you're already like short-circuiting your logic, you're short-circuiting the way that you receive and search out information. And at a certain point, you're like, gauge and like tools which you use to observe the world around you are so fucked that like any conspiracy can be made reasonable in your mind.
There is this panic, like evil is panicking right now, and they're making a lot of mistakes because they're no longer in control. And I would also add here that one of the things that I've noticed is that they're trying to turn us all, again, maybe this is their solution, where they're going, okay, what are we going to do? We can't change the outcome. Maybe we can just turn everybody into a computer.
You think it's a more malicious or intentional misinterpretation to fit her narrative? In her case, it may be, but it feels like she's like progressively gone off the rails in like the conspiracy peddling that she's engaged in. And then like she has a traumatic incident of losing Charlie Kirk. She's lost her job at fucking Ben Shapiro's place. It could be that she saw that there was like an audience after she lost her job that was really willing to buy into it, and has been like peddling these narratives to like maintain that audience. I just like err on the side of like stupidity for an explanation for these kind of things.
Program, like they want us all to be the same. They seem to get really angry when we behave like humans. Like that's one of the things they're trying to triumph is our humanity. We talked about this a lot with the Charlie Kirk story, the reaction, how we felt icky, but they were like, what's wrong with you? How dare you feel icky? How dare you not like this? Don't you know this is what he would want? It's like their inability to defeat our humanity is angering to them. Now, something that was crucial, which was revealed about Project Looking Glass, was that the people who were in the room while this device was being operated, their conscious thoughts impacted the device, okay? So just imagine this. What they were thinking in the moment was changing future outcomes. Thoughts influenced future outcomes. That piece is super relevant to what we're going to discuss. And obviously that's pretty reminiscent of one of the themes of The Matrix. I just am going to assume everybody's seen that movie. If not, you should watch it because it was way ahead of its time. And he is going to connect that dot here. Take a listen.
So what exactly did Project Looking Glass revealed, and why was it quietly shut down? The people involved began noticing something strange. No matter what variables they used, the results kept showing the same future, a point where all possible timelines seemed to merge. That moment, somewhere between 2012 and 2016. After that, everything became unclear, like the future couldn't be read anymore.
No, you're probably right, because she's like hearing what he's saying and then like applying it to another conspiracy theory of like, oh, the world ended in 2012, or like the control of the Satanists ended in 2012, and that feels to me like what you're saying, that she's just trying to capture the widest like conspiracy theory audience. Let's do a little bit of investigation though, because I just want to see what like the Wait. Wait, guys. Oh. Okay. Never mind. That's why. That's why we don't know. And they're combining it with this. And this is that photo that they showed? Wait. Hold on. They showed photos from Operation Looking Glass. And it's a aircraft like sustainment system in the case of nuclear war. Okay. Yeah, so people are just coping on what the explanation for Operation Looking Glass is, I'm guessing, or who knows where they come up with this shit. But a conspiracy writer is the whistleblower on it.
Us back to 1999, a year that might have marked more than just the turn of a century. It's also when The Matrix was released. At the time, it was seen as just another sci-fi movie, but looking back, it feels like something more.
Wait, no, it was not.
living in a dream
It was
world
not
here.
seen
The
as
film
just
introduced
a.
a powerful idea, but the world we experience might not be what it seems.
It wasn't
That
just
reality
seen
could
as
be
another
shaped or
sci-fi
even
movie. It was
simulated
at the
without us
time
knowing. And once you start asking
seen as
questions,
groundbreaking.
things begin to change.
That's why people
That
liked it so
idea
much.
resonates deeply with what many have felt since the early 2000s. The time feels different, but the future doesn't feel open the way it once did. Almost like things are repeating themselves. The same cycles, the same events, showing up again and again.
Oh my
Some people
God.
even report seeing repeating numbers everywhere, like 1111, 222, 444, almost like little glitches or signals hidden in
So,
everything.
yeah, no,
Strangely
that's
enough,
true.
This idea of patterns repeating,
This
cycles
this is also really fucking dumb because this is just how like art and culture works, where they take inspiration from things in the past and like you see like a recycling. Like this is a known thing to occur and it has like always occurred. Like in music you see throwbacks to older forms of music, even in the like classical eras and the romance eras of music. The only reason that it like feels like it's occurring faster is because like the deliverable time, like turnaround time on it is so much quicker. There's way more like cultural cross pollination going on. There's faster like consumerism. We're like a more dopamine seeking fucking society.
You can't escape lines up with what Looking Glass operators allegedly encountered. The sensation that the future was already written and that all paths lead to the same outcome. Fast forward to 2012, some whistleblowers claim that a confidential briefing took place where certain agencies acknowledged the shift.
I'm mad that they showed the like Pentagon AI thing. So I'm gonna like specifically go into this because Israel's like violet field or whatever project thing where it like predicts the likelihood that someone is going to be a terrorist threat is that sort of AI thing. They're using like data points to predict the level of risk and like track the changes and fluctuations in it without like requiring like a manual person to continue doing the calculations and the thoughts on it. They probably had like a lot of people collaborate on whatever algorithm it uses. They can update the algorithm, I'm assuming much easier than it would be if you were doing it non-algorithmically. All it is like a percentage chance predictor reflecting like what the current estimations of seriousness of threats are by members in intel and stuff like that in defense. It's not that it's predicting the future and like telling them what for sure is going to happen, and what the future it's predicting changes as like information changes, as tensions between countries subside and swell, that kind of shit. That's so dumb that they use that as evidence right there.
This document, released by the CIA, explores consciousness as something that can move through time, even outside of the physical world. It discusses remote viewing, timelines, and the nature of reality itself.
Okay,
Now,
whirling
connect
vortex
that
is
to the
not
Matrix, and
timelines.
the overlap becomes hard to ignore. Maybe it wasn't just a movie. Maybe it was the first time the system gave us a glimpse behind the curtain. And if that's the case, what else have we been shown without realizing it?
Okay, a lot to unpack there. First, I'm going to say, just regarding the movie The Matrix, you should look into how even the script for The Matrix was stolen, allegedly. But to bring this back to my earlier point about all of these things that are happening or have happened that are seemingly inexplicable, it just lives inside of me that Charlie Kirk knew he was going to die. How? How was he so certain that he was going to die?
But this is the same thing as the AI. It's a reasonable risk to expect. Like, Destiny fucking expected that there was a danger of him getting shot. He hasn't gotten shot, but you take like whatever precautions you can in regards to those events, and you decide what precautions you need to based on like your information around things. Charlie Kirk knew that he was engaging in inflammatory rhetoric. He knew that there were people that were very radical. I mean, he contributed to political polarization. He has an awareness that like other political actors have been assassinated or attacked, things like that. Also, I don't know. I don't know how real it is that anyone that says like if they were in the Matrix they would want to get out of it if the situation outside of the Matrix is as it's portrayed in the movie. So like if it's a documentary, why would we want to get out to fight the robots to live in a depleted Earth? And even in the Matrixes, they end up going back into the Matrix after they have the truce with the machines. That's like the end result of the truce with machines, that they're no longer going to force people to stay in the Matrix and like follow their like predetermined routes, but they go back to the Matrix. They go back to that world. Matrix script. Oh wait. She's not mentally sane. Her bio literally says, creator and owner of the Terminator and Matrix films. She's a weirdo, idiot, liar. I talked to her when the hoax first came out and like was fascinated with this hoax that still lingers despite zero evidence and minimal marketing. It's no wonder how the major religions got to where they were before. Can you imagine? I'll have to read it. We'll have to read it. What are some reviews on it? Wait, how is it going to be the source? Only about 50 pages of that ambiguous is actual story content. There are numerous table of contents and synopsis pages in addition to many blank pages. Than an actual thing. I was always curious about the mother of Matrix. I was hoping to get a clear picture of her work to compare the so-called derivative works, but I did not find that here. The book also has a decent job of casting doubt on what Chelsea's of religion, but there are some glaring lack of substance. Oh, is this like a... rigid Christian fundamentalist outlook and peppered with thinly veiled anti-Semitic tropes. She pits a nebulous bad financial force she calls the Rothfeller cabal. The original concept collapses under its own cliches. There are no real characters, no rising, and certainly no point. Asserting that she based on flimsy legal documents and an appeal to her supporters, who seem drawn from fringe. In the end, okay. So she is just literally schizo posting at all times.
How is that possible? How was he even able to describe it as this tragic event? How did he know? How was he certain, by the way, as he said in those messages, that from the moment he signed onto the dotted line to begin Turning Point USA, he knew he was going to die. He knew his death was going to be related to Turning Point USA. That's not a coincidence, okay? It is completely absurd to have people, I don't know, just maybe just a coincidence. No, that's not a coincidence at all. Why did he know that I was going to defend him? Also, why did Charlie think he was a time traveler? He said, as I showed you in earlier messages, that he was a time traveler and he had to find me. Is that just something people are saying to their homies in text messages? And again, not anything that I would have placed so much emphasis on back when he was saying it, but it came to fruition. The other parts, he did die young.
Okay. Okay, hold on. She hasn't shown us the text in this video, which seems convenient. And again, he knew that he was engaging like a political program with the purpose of giving a counter narrative, we'll say, like if we're being fucking generous and kind, and that if you're engaging in an inflammatory political stuff, if you're trying to advocate and be revolutionary to the political program, and you have the intention of doing it as like a lifelong thing, there is going to be a risk of political violence, always. Disavow that. But he I guess was always like aiming or intending for it to be like a countercultural thing. Like that, the only thing that that statement really tells to me is that like he knows that what he is saying is not in alignment with either like current understandings, or if we want to like give him charitability, like the popular opinion or whatever. I think that he grifts a little bit, for sure. I think he grifts a lot, actually, now that I'm saying it. The like text messages with her about like liking Cardi B and stuff, for someone that's like so anti-cultural war, like anti the like sexual fucking promiscuity in the cultural zeitgeist. How are you gonna how are you gonna listen to it, and how is she gonna listen to it and be like, this is a bop, if they're like at the same time like communicating how fucking evil they think it is? They like, her boss was known for crashing out about this music. Okay, I gotta get water, guys. I gotta get water. Wait, what? A Steam notification. Hello. Oh. Wait. Is that the RPG one?
Why did he think that him dying young was necessary in order to change things? He did die young. It is related to Turning Point USA. In some way or another, at the very least, we can all agree it's related to him speaking at a campus event for Turning Point USA. I'm totally occupied by this. I tell you, I read these messages and I'm going, what is this? What is reality, actually? And Charlie died. Yes, like I said, it was related to this organization. And I think we would all agree that his death and the manner that they did it changed the world in ways that I don't think we can fully realize, or certainly not in a way that I can articulate. You just cannot pretend that all of this is one big unhappy coincidence. It's entirely plausible, I think, that they knew something about Charlie. And that's why they had him marked and had him monitored and had him likely followed since he was young. And maybe they thought, like the agents think, that if they swarmed him and they stayed with him and they pretended to be his friend, that ultimately they could control Charlie and perhaps change an outcome. They could literally change an outcome related to Charlie. So when for the first time in his life, because I do believe he was managed, I mean, I've already said I was handled. I didn't recognize that I had agents. And for the first time in his life, Charlie peeks his head up and starts to push back in a meaningful way. They couldn't stop him from becoming bigger. That seemed to be inevitable. But they panicked. They seem to have panicked, right? I mean, this is just starting to happen within a year when Charlie's going like, hey, man, I don't actually think this. I don't actually believe this. And then he goes, you know what? Take the money. Take the money out of the organization. And they panicked. They freaked out. And
so they had sponsors, and the sponsors wanted a narrative sold that was favorable to them. And she's right. They were trying to change an outcome. They were trying to move the needle in the direction of things that were in their best interest. But by like trying to change, if you decide to show up to work on time, and then you're probably going to keep your job. If you decide you're going to start showing up late to work because you stream from the hours of 9 p.m. to 6 p.m. Whoa, wait, hold on.
Quan ain't do nothing. All he did was rob the gas station. Y'all acting like he robbed Walmart.
No, that wasn't useful. That wasn't useful at all. Not even remotely useful. Then like it looks like if I show up late to work every day, I'm gonna have to fucking what's the word, guys? Figure out my new situation. I'm gonna have to deal with the fact that I lost my job and continue on my grind.
The solution was, no, just kill him. Just kill him. We can't have this. This is not something that we are prepared to happen. That outcome of Charlie unleashed, so to speak. And ironically, that seems to be the very thing, his assassination, that catalyzed what they feared most, losing control of Charlie. That's exactly what happened, and they catalyzed that. So it seems to me that right now we're in the midst of this. They keep doing these things that only catalyze what they're trying to stop, what they're trying to prevent.
She's
for example,
saying they
even,
for the Satanists?
unrelatedly, but the Brigitte and Emmanuel Macron, they filed a lawsuit. We have so much power. What are we going to do to stop this thing? She's getting into the story, is getting to the heart of evil and how the world is run. to figure out that Brigitte is born a man. What are we going to do? We're going to file a lawsuit. A lawsuit filing was a mistake, obviously. It was globally consequential, right? They wanted to stop it, and yet they spread it. Catastrophic to their aims. The more pressure they exert toward control, the more they spin out of it. Another example, lock them down at home. Make them wear a mask, right? Create COVID in a lab, make everybody sick, force them to get the jab. Evil is really fun that way until it accidentally awakens the entire world to how fraudulent Big Pharma is. Like, is this now everyone's going, is this just a factory of poison?
Hold on.
Are they so evil? Have we?
Hold on. The people that she's talking about are people that were already like anti-vaccination, already had like proclivities to distrust medicine or do like homeopathic remedies, things like that. Also, like, these aren't the same people. It's the Trump administration that greenlit Project Warp Speed, like the handlers of Charlie Kirk might be Trump angel donors, but the ones that like left are probably not. The lawsuit against Briggs, what? I don't know what she said about the lawsuit thing. I lost the lawsuit thing. She said that like it made everyone aware of it, but did they lose the lawsuit? Like, is the lawsuit was the lawsuit like successful? Because if the lawsuit was successful, then that means like they probably were repaired for damages, and also there is like a verifiable document that says that the courts found whatever misconduct or breach to exist.
We just be giving our bodies over to quote unquote science. Now, going back to the Looking Glass and them shutting down this project and not being able to edit whatever it was, we obviously cannot know for certain what it is that they saw when they peered through into this Looking Glass.
Okay,
but I do have a general sense.
He said what they
that
saw.
They're trying to edit its inevitability with ill-guided lawfare and warfare. And what I think is that our collective awareness is a threat. I think everybody peeking their heads up is making them increasingly more frantic. It's like they know we're barreling toward some foregone conclusion, and they have spent decades trying to stop that, trying to prevent that. And when I think about what it is, right, I just consider their general obsessions and their general triggers. They are positively obsessed with the Antichrist. I mean, like people like Peter Thiel, he's like going around giving interviews, asking about the Antichrist. That's kind of the entire drift, by the way, of the AI world. When I say, look at these people, I don't like their eyes. Something disturbs me. They mock that, take me out of a clip. Oh my gosh, I don't care. I have spiritual discernment. Something about the entire AI movement feels wrong. And come on, what, am I wrong? Am I wrong? Sam Altman, all of them. And they are, no, you can trust us.
Why is she just showing the Jewish ones?
Automated so that we can be more easily controlled. What they're going to do? Okay, we can't control the outcomes. Let's just control where we're at. Let's control every single person in the world and make everything AI so that if we want to, they won't discover history. We can just delete files entirely. Nobody will be reading books anymore. The kids will be stupid.
Okay, wait. They can do all of that without AI. The weird thing with AI is like that it is very damaging to the environment, something that she's probably not going to talk about. And then it is, at the moment, incredibly costly. It's operating at basically a loss on the speculation that it will be able to do something which is also bad. Have you ever heard of Y Combinator? No, what's Y Combinator? It'll be able to do something that we would consider as bad, in that it will take away jobs. She's brushing another conspiracy theory. Let's see. Y Combinator. Oh, the super accelerator? Sam Altman. Wait, this isn't the thing, right? Sam. Oh, okay, this is it. Took part in it. Adapting to the COVID-19, conducted summer 2020 batch, revised standard deal of 500,000. Oh, it's like an investment group? Yes. It was entirely online during the COVID-19 pandemic. Airbnb, Coinbase. Oh. Fucking gig economy stuff? Like, yeah, no, I think that this goes with companies started via Y Combinator. Sorry, Princeton basically creates every super genius CEO. Okay, this explanation doesn't make it seem like they like actually create the CEOs. It seems like they're a firm that for the early stages of the main program included 32 convertible, now defunct community fund. They have a research group. It seems like they contribute like resources and fucking research towards tech startups to receive like dividends or equity stuff. What is the word? But I think it's interesting that they invested in Airbnb, Cruise, Coinbase, Instacart. Like all of these are like data things. This is an information thing. This is an entertainment thing. StarCloud is a satellite. Oh, data centers in space. That actually sounds kind of cool. This actually sounds really cool. Large language module. On board a spacecraft. Oh, okay. Creative coding. These data centers. They were selected by time raised one of the largest seed rounds ever at Y Combinator. Okay. I would say like the most evil thing about them is that these like companies that are like probably just the boys club of Ivy League guys, but the conspiracy is they made Sam Altman and Zuckerberg and a bunch of others. When did Facebook start? Yeah, I mean, Sam Altman probably is probably more influenced. Sam Altman took part in 2005. Yeah, I mean, Sam Altman basically got his initial career growth off of, or well, a big boost to his career growth, not booth, off of this. I think that these are probably not a great company. These are like most of these I would say are problematic. What's the deal? Yeah, like they're what is the word for it when they there are a lot of like automation services. There are a lot of data collection like Airbnb, Cruise, DoorDash, Dropbox, Instacart, Stripe, Deal probably is like. These are things that I also believe operate at losses still. Antitrust price withholding sick time, selling personal data. Yeah. They they are almost like research project companies in themselves is how I've always seen them, because they're as far as I know still not sustainable. Well, is there like a thing that'll say it's been accused of charging was obligated to spend privacy law? How do you look at that? Laid off corporate employees, transferred to stock thing, announced a partnership. Is DoorDash profitable yet? Oh, okay. Well, they recently, as first in 2024, driven by increased, the company continues positive trends, reporting profits in the first half with strong revenue growth and improved margins. Okay. Wait, this is. Wait, is there like an article we can get? Oh, wait. 24 billion in combined sales, 100 billion in. Wait, what were their expenses? Total orders, marketplace, revenue. These are in millions, right? 27%. It's still costing them at least like 50% in third quarter of 2025. They're making $2x in profits, but they've continued to have to increase their prices and decrease their like financial incentives. Yeah. The data collection stuff is something else. And then, yeah, the automation of jobs, the stripping that shit away from people, not good. Especially when the solutions right now are like fucking gig economy things. They're just getting rid of like middle managers at the moment.
We can just wipe history, an entire civilization with the push of a button. There'll be no more books. And maybe I could say this is 1A, but they also seem to be similarly obsessed with trying to make everyone turn against Christ. I mean, that push over the last couple of years, Christ is king, is hateful. You shouldn't even be saying that. Why? That's a weird triggering that no one expected. No one should say that. It's anti-Semitic, whatever. Producing reports about Christ is king. Is that not just a waste of money? Why did they do that? Can we just revisit that? Why did they do that? They produced a report and brought in doctors to assert why Christ is king is wrong. That's weird, guys. And that's a triggering, by the way, that has been going on.
Wait, hold on. I need to warn you about something. The term Christ is King has been a declaration of shared Christian values for a shocking research by NCR compiled in a report that I co-authored with Dr. Jordan B. Peterson demonstrates that this iconic phrase is being hijacked by... Dude! The report isn't even saying what you're saying it's saying. It's saying that people are co-opting it. They're saying that you're right. It's a phrase that people have been saying and is a declaration of the nation of Christ or whatever. The kingdom of Christ. There we go. He's a king. Kingdom of Christ. But then people are using it for like their extremist rhetoric, dude. She's lying about the things that she's showing on screen, which is why she's not reading them and why she's taking them off almost immediately.
That's weird, guys.
Yeah, it's weird how wrong you
by the
are.
way, that has been going on for a long time. It's the very reason they set about removing the Bible from the classroom, creating Hollywood in general, which was supposed to mirror Babylonian culture, training us to worship stars. They wanted to establish this neo-paganism. They also wanted to make it so that future generations would think atheism was cool. That was by and large successful. It was a period of time where I thought that atheism was cool. But why? Why this push? Well, I think the obvious answer is because they are certain, actually, that God is real. That's what they're fighting. They're fighting God at all times. They know he's real. And that should be refreshing to you. Like, God's obviously real, or would they be spending all this time trying to convince us that he wasn't?
All right.
Do you spend all of your time trying to convince people that this is something is fiction? No, they're
Wait, but you do. You spend all your time trying to convince everyone that everything in the media is fiction. And you're one person that is very clearly doing it, that worked for a media company with the sole purpose of doing that. Whereas, like, Hollywood is a bunch of diverse sort of opinions. So, I mean, there's pro-Christian movies. Even today, there's pro-Christian movies that still receive awards. So the idea that, like, Hollywood is, like, only sending demonic images, which most of the time is, like, also going to be conspiratorial outside of, like, horror films. It's just lazy. It's not self-aware. It's all of the things.
they're terrified of that. Or they're open Satanists, as we showed you guys yesterday. They're trying to foster a culture of demonic idolatry. Think about this. I lost a job in part for saying that pornography is a spiritual weapon against men and that we needed to look into the history of pornography. Huh? What that should signal to you is that their power relies on us being distracted, on us being focused on carnal desires, right? Entirely living of the flesh. Like Tim Dillon said, the amenities, the pool, the new restaurant. Oh, look, there's a new celebrity over here. Yeah, so the threat is us being aware that spiritual evil exists. That's what they're afraid of. It's why they insist on.
No, the fear is that they will be consumed by their competitors in the market if they stop marketing and pushing things and being like up to date on, their fucking goods. And the things that they use to market and push it are things that are tried and true fucking memes. We know that sex sells. Sex sells because the human has a natural the human body has a pretty natural response to want to participate in that. Yeah. That makes sense to me.
This constant stream of pornography, filthy music, all of it. Because if
she
it
even says
is true,
the filthy
as
music
reported
thing in
by
this
various
one.
whistleblowers, that the that our thoughts could impact future events, then what would happen if we all started focusing on goodness, eternal goodness, God? Yeah, I think that's the very reason that all of these demons seem to be thrashing right now. And yeah, I just wanted to dive into that project because I think we're all sensing a panic and it's real, but I also want you to know that it's good. Now, it seems crazy. You're like, no, everybody's out of control. It feels like things are getting dangerous. Yeah, but it feels to me like it's the last squeals of a dying demon. And we're going to speak more about that as well as CERN and what they discovered. We have to totally revisit that was happening at CERN just after a brief message from our sponsors.
Oh, no.
All right, you guys, women slash
No,
the
no,
first
no,
life
no,
double
no,
blessed
no,
sounds
no,
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 and
no.
just at the preborn also or medical to under you. Answer out it's going to now and this. Okay, so modern science kind of being run by Satanists, so obvious. Again, just go back and watch.
Wait, kind of being run by Satanists? That's not a very strong claim.
On the moon landing and the rituals that they were doing, it's always been this way, and they're creating it because they want you to worship science. And that their ultimate test to see if they had succeeded in that, I feel like it was COVID, right? They stay inside, like they tried to make this a ritual, save lives. I mean, there was actually a really good article in the Spectator UK regarding how they tried to establish COVID to mirror a religion. The ritual of it, even having something you can wear, a mask to identify with one another. Anyway, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. Point being is that once you see that,
I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole, but I'm going to insinuate it exists.
Is intentionally being created to conflict with God. And there are some really bizarre things that have happened, particularly, I would say, regarding CERN. What do you actually know about CERN? I'm going to bring Mark on to mansplain this. What CERN is and what they were involved in. And you guys kind of remember, we're trying to find the God particle. That was another push. Mark, jump on here and mansplain everything.
I'm happy to. And I just want to preface by saying I am not a particle physicist. So I just use particle physics recreationally. I'm a high school dropout. This is all on my own. But
another one. Yeah. Not a particle physics. Also, I don't know why I feel this way, but it feels like the audio is like between both of them was like dubbed here. Like this at this particular moment, she's not having the conversation. That was just like this was filmed post the conversation. Nothing wrong with it, but it's like it's such a goofy like shot and like framing just for her to be like smiling at her computer as like this voice. Oh yeah, because how the fuck is she hearing it? Unless on her other ear she has like an in-ear thing. It's fucking weird. It's goofy. It's silly. Not bad, but weird. Oh, wait, I forgot if I followed you, X-Normie. Let me make sure I did. Did not. Wait, you don't have any VODs. Oh, I'm guessing you had or super streamed again or whatever. With your comeback to streaming, what are you going to stream? What's your game plan?
CERN was basically established in 1954 to research particle physics. There's something called the standard model of particle physics to kind of explain how everything exists and what it's made out of. to back up the Big Bang theory of creation. And one of the missing pieces was, how do particles that don't have mass attain mass out of nothing? And so in 1964, a group of scientists theorized that there's something called a Higgs boson. One of the scientists was named Peter Higgs, I believe. And so the search was on to find this particle. And so that's why CERN created the Large Hadron Collider, which is based in Geneva, Switzerland, and is a 17-mile tunnel underground, up to 600 feet underground in some places, where they shoot particles at subatomic particles at each other at a very high speed to try and break them apart to see what they're composed of. And so in 2012, they observed a reaction that's consistent with this particle that was theorized back in 1964, that they were calling, some people were calling it the God particle, to explain how something can come from nothing and essentially try and erase God from the story of creation to create a scientific explanation of it.
So in short, exactly, they're trying to be God. This is like the next step for them. We're controlling humanity. We're controlling their minds. Like, what can we do? What's the next step? We need to become creators of things on Earth. That's all the way, by the way, you guys, part of my conspiracy, why I'm like, have 12 kids. It's because they want to even control birth. They want to control dying. Like, they're debating, oh, you should have, they always sell it as like, it's more freedom for you. No, it's more power for them. We're going to decide if you're allowed to be born. Everyone's going to eventually, in the future, need IVF, which puts them in a place of power. And then also, we're going to also tell you when you die, which is why they have now these pods, which is being debated. And where's the home of the pods, the death pods? Switzerland. Anyways, of course, the tunnel is underground. And it's interesting when you consider that they started searching for this particle when they realized, you know, that's when the 70s is when they began this looking glass project, when they started, not the CIA's looking glass project, but when they first got this Sumerian technology hooked up with a computer. It's an interesting parallel, right? And I also wanted to tell you guys a little bit more about what happened with CERN, which I've always wondered about. It was a big WTF moment with these elites, and you might recall this happening in 2016, but maybe you weren't awake yet. They quite literally got caught, and I think it was some worker that was walking around doing this nighttime ritual satanic ceremony gathered around the statue of Shiva. Interesting for those of you that are following our Becoming Brigitte series. In season 2, I went into Dionysus, the god of Amiens, which was from that town where weird things happen, and that's where both Brigitte and Emmanuel are from. Well, Shiva in the Hindu faith, if you look it up, this would be the nearest equivalent. Dionysus being like god of wine and revelry. Shiva would be the equivalent here. Anyway, they got caught literally in the middle of a satanic human sacrifice ritual. And I'm just going to read you this article verbatim because otherwise you won't believe me. Okay. This took place. CERN discovers satanic human sacrifice taking place at the Large Hadron Collider's grounds. Okay.
Wait,
satanic
what?
Human sacrifice, it reads, has been staged
It
on
has
the
one
grounds of the
comment?
European Organization for Nuclear.
Wait, what? Wait, guys, what? What is this? There's no... Wait, what did I do with my X-Files window? Oh. The found footage video that depicts a faux occult ritual occurring in the ground. The intergovernmental organization that was video game popular. It shows several people dressed in black surrounding a statue of the deity Shiva, and apparently perform an apparent mockery of existing conspiracy theories, which suggests that CERN aims to use to create a portal to hell or destroy the unit with the person crying out and running away. Say that the video is a prank and that no one was actually harmed, or say it's FAQ and the video is fiction and the actions were outside its professional guidelines without any official permission. Does not tolerate spoof, give rise to The Guardian. So on has been conducting. random fucking server? Of an opening ceremony? Wait, they keep me. Wait. They keep trying to say random shit is like taking place at the CERN location. Okay, well. Sweden, truth behind satanic ritual. Dude. Behind rituals? Oh my god. Do they even have a project name? There's no such project, only there are some circulating related with the Shiva monument. Satanic particle accelerator in search of God particle. There's no project of this name at CERN. Probably you referred to the last year of satanic ritual. Wait, when did they post this? Former project name for a radiation testing facility is historically unrelated to the religious. The acronym stood for System A. Was applied to equipment used to test microelectrics and detectors for stability. So not even the English. So it's in the. It's a French acronym. That they're saying spells an English word.
Clear research, the home of the Large Hadron Collider. The footage shows which I'm going to show you guys, a cloaked group wearing long flowing black robes. One of them has on hiking boots underneath. They're seen walking around before a woman moves onto the floor.
Oh, and
then
they
is
can
stabbed.
wear
But
boots.
the footage, then the person who's recording it, you're going to see the drop, and they're like, what the heck happened? And they are obviously scared. So when they got caught with this, I want you to know they come out and they say, oh, that was a prank. I'm sorry. It's a massive statue, as you're about to see. You're telling us that the leading scientists in the world decided to meet by the cloak of night to do a prank, and someone at the facility gave a statement and said they were the PR guy.
Okay, I understand. Wait, hold on.
I said they were taking their sense of humor too far by staging a satanic ritual. I'm sorry, is this an acceptable excuse? This is like...
Hold on. That is not what we just read. Hold on. This is... Oh. Hell Satan, by the way. Yeah. Hell Satan, by the way. True. True and based. CERN will not open another. No, this is a video from which reaches CERN does not condone this. Those involved were identified and appropriate measures were taken. Oh, so they fired the. Okay, so it was a prank. Well, hold on. Why am I typing in all caps? It's for everything statement. How are you doing today, Dan Quest? About what the fuck? About Jesus. Okay, we need to stop Googling conspiracy theories. Ritual hoax. Well, we're watching fucking Candace Owens talk about like a million conspiracy theories, and like some of them are just like so bizarre. I have no idea what she's talking about. So I'm just like, I've been looking into them. Like 90% of the time, she's like grossly misrepresenting what goes on. Wait. Those who participated in the SHIII have had access badges, presumably scientists. Doesn't scientific. Oh, wait. You know what? You know what? If someone was killed there, they would have to. This is the video. Yeah, she's about to play it. I'm pretty sure.
When a pastor finds $300K behind a toilet, we're gonna.
But like, if someone died in this and they like actually fired people, et cetera, there'd be also reports of like the person missing or dead. That like CERN acknowledges that the video happened. They acknowledge that it was a prank. They took like corrective measures against it. Makes sense. There were already a bunch of like fucking theories about that it was satanic, et cetera, et cetera. Would there be a report if there were an? I think if there was an interdimensional being, we don't need a report. I think it starts like fucking with the existence of reality. If there is a international being, though, I don't think we need a report for that. I think we'd be pretty aware. I think we'd be pretty aware. Reality is fake, cuzzo? What do you mean it's fake? It's fake in a way where we can't tell? It's fake to the point that we can't tell if an interdimensional being walks among us? I don't think that's true.
A little bit more here. Is the woman still alive? We can't even tell if this was a fake stabbing in this video. The leading scientists of the world, and they admit, by the way, we're really concerned about security. We don't know how this video got out. It wasn't like this prank was intended for the world. Somebody who worked there recorded it, got it to a YouTuber who then published it. And their response was to say, that was a prank. Don't ask any more questions. Let's move on. And the media just backed him up. It was a prank. Yeah, so we're going to take a look at this ceremony, which again is taking place under a Hindu deity. And the spokesperson confirmed it's real. And this person had no permission to record it. And there was obviously, therefore, had no permission to have it published. Take a look at this, and I'm going to have to talk through it in case some people are listening on audio, but you really should try to tap in and watch this on video as well. Okay, so it's a massive, massive statue. That's just to start. Are we bringing this in as a part of the prank? I don't know. There is a woman, there's a bunch of people that are in black robes, and some of them have hoods up. And then there's a woman that's wearing all white in the center of it. And they are now encircling this woman, and she's like laying flat on the floor as somebody is circling around her. I think he might be holding some fire. And then, and then it looks like she gets stabbed. I'd like to know where that woman is today. If this was a prank, you then hear heavy breathing and you hear a guy saying F, 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 F. Doesn't seem like it was a prank to him. He didn't think it was a prank. And we just moved on. We just absolutely moved on from that, which is incredible. It's incredible to consider that as a society, we have been so distracted that we were like, oh yeah, I guess that's fine. It was just a prank or whatever. Anyways, like I said, it feels like evil is becoming more radical, more obvious, and more noticeable to most of us who had never considered that any of this was possible. And a part of that is just recognizing how fake the media is, And this brings me to Daily Wire, Unhinged. I don't even know what to say. They have dropped another video that kind of, if I'm being honest, feels like a laced threat. They are mocking Egyptian planes, but they have put in a voiceover, again, dropped on my old socials. So using my face to attack me in a really strange way by suggesting that they are following my every move and my every personal decision that I make, that they will be watching me. So,
but you're a public figure who has like disparaged this company in a way that they're going to want to go against what you say, because they also don't agree with what you say anymore. They're going to want to make sure that you're not like leeching fans off of them. They want to discredit your like wild claims. None of that's too crazy.
I'm going to let you watch the video that they dropped on my socials.
You should be obsessed with traveling, not just the destination, but the experience of getting there. When you travel with us, you'll feel warm, you'll feel welcome, and you'll feel watched, because every seat comes with the peace of mind of knowing someone is following you with 2 planes. This is what you can expect when you fly with At Egyptian Air, we definitely never mix up our time zones, flight numbers, or flight times. We know every journey is your personal business. After all, your personal business is our business, is our motto. Egyptian Air, wherever you travel, we will follow.
And so they've colored the letters there. I'm a text for watched, followed, we will follow.
Oh my God.
I don't even know what to say to that.
This is insane.
I told you they're unhinged. It's been going on, by the way. It's like gang stalking. It's just been going on for 2 years consistently behind the scenes. Now they're just kind of gone mass down and people are seeing it in front of the scenes. Like, I just am not allowed to be fired from that company. And I don't know what to do.
Literally, do you cut one over my head even? Dude, she's saying that they're gang stalking her. She's saying that they're like communicating with her through like media and stuff to like schizo jacket, schizo paint, or schizo, what is it called? Schizo, I don't know a good way to say it.
Really say or do about that other than just to keep publicizing that I find their behavior to be alarming. It's discomforting, and there's something about this that feels very dangerous to me. And that feels like a warning, as many people said, a threat, a laced threat, the weird devilish voice at the end, we will follow you, and then having a plane then burst into flames. It's not a joke. They don't mean it to be a joke at all. So yeah, there you go. We'll just put that out there.
They don't
Lastly,
mean
before I
for
get
it
into
to
some of
be
your
a joke.
comments,
How
just
do you know
wanted
it's
to
not gonna be a
also
joke?
Mike Pompeo, former U.S. Secretary of State, Tucker had exposed that during his time at the CIA, I believe it was Mike Pompeo. Am I correct, you guys, just in my ear, that he tried to have what's his face murdered? Julian Assange. It was Pompeo, right? Okay, you fact check that before. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Tucker had exposed that. I think it was Mike Pompeo. I will correct that momentarily if I'm wrong. But anyways, they are just openly discussing how they need to edit history books. I was correct? Yeah, he discussed options to take out Assange just to make sure we're above bar there. Anyways, he is sitting down and discussing how in the future they're just going to have to edit out of textbooks for kids that are in school the part about how they murdered tens and thousands of Palestinian women and children and innocent men because it's just not good for their aims. Here's him in his own words. Take a listen.
The next generation of young people won't remember October 7th in the same way. That's true in Israel and in America and broadly in the world. And we need to make sure two things. One, it's not that we don't forget. We need to make sure that the story is told properly so that when the history books write this, they don't write about the victims of Gaza, right? They can't. The history, and it's. I should be a little more precise. There were victims in Gaza, right? It's true. There are civilian casualties in every war that's
I think it is almost like, if not an invitation,
of the nation state of Israel. That the aggressor was the Iranian regime in the proxy of Hamas, and we need to make sure that the history books reflect that, and that requires each of us every day to talk about it in real time with our children, with our grandchildren, about it in a way that is serious and thoughtful and complete and moral.
Okay.
I just love it.
Because, hold on. She is saying that this is like a concentrated like effort to erase like the deaths in Gaza or Iran or whatever. What he's saying is that if we're going to talk about the Israel-Palestine situation to children as they're like learning it in history, because it's going to be like probably a historical event to the level that's something you learn in high school, if not middle school, that he would like to see that the full context of everything is talked about. He obviously has like a biased opinion a little bit in favoring Israel, but he doesn't want it to simply be a story of Israel eradicating Palestine. Obviously, this is like an ongoing debate. I think at this point, it's probably pretty fair to say that Israel's gone too far, too hard. But in the context of like October 7th at the time, when like people were trying to like say that was fake, not real, that many people fucked it up.
They started applauding. They were just like, yep, got to keep that part out of the textbooks about the innocent Palestinians. He's like, we're on camera. We just need to make sure the focus is just on the Israelis, like, because like that matters more to us and the CIA. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Everyone's just gone masked down, I think, is what I'd like to say about that. In conclusion, we will throw it to some of our sponsors, then I'm going to get into some of your comments. All right, you guys, there are a lot of brands that look good on the surface, but once you dig deeper and start paying attention, you recognize that they're changing direction, they change messaging, or they suddenly want you to believe something different than what you initially signed up for. I don't want to use products where I am guessing what's in them or wondering why the brand suddenly seems to have shifted overnight, which is exactly why I use Nimi, because they are consistent in how they make their products, they're consistent in what they stand for, and how they perform. That matters even more at the beginning of the year when there's all this pressure to change everything just because the calendar flipped. I don't think good decisions work that way, actually. Good decisions are usually the ones that you can stick with over time. Mimi Skincare is clean, it's made in America, and it is built around steady values instead of trends. I know what I'm using, and I don't feel like the ground is shifting underneath my feet. So for me, what I trust is a brand that is a part of my routine long term instead of something that I try once and then move on from. That's why Nimi Skincare has stayed. You can find them at nimiskincare.com. And right now, when you use promo code Candace10 at checkout, you'll get an additional 10% off your order. That's NIMI skincare.com. Promo code Candace10 and you'll
Oh,
get
fuck.
10% off your order.
I was
Also want to tell you guys about Field of Green.
spacing out. We should not have been watching
That in
Red.
mind, each healthy weight and measure assure just one. When you be sure to stick, be positive. If our thoughts can translate into the future, obviously, I think what they didn't like, what they saw is that in the end we win. Of course, we win. Goodness wins in the end, and I feel sad for people that don't know that and are siding with evil, just thinking, yeah, evil's gonna win. They don't got this thing, guys. They don't got this thing anymore. The awakening is upon us, so to speak. If you'd like to support our independent work, we have new merch on the website. You can also join me in having this Conspiracy Girl mug. I don't think any of this stuff is conspiracy. I think it's just fact, and they've been editing all of our history. And now we're going to kind of learn a lot about what's been hidden, really. We also, if you would like to buy the hard copy autographed bundle, it's now available on
Oh my
the
god,
shop.
how did she get another ad in there?
Today's episode came from Carly. Carly writes, was an M.
Okay, wait, is there anything else? Is it all comments at this point? What if it's all numbers, hence a few conspiracies? One string randomly sees the purchasing power of Alex Jones' face and goes full tilt. Yeah, no, that's definitely like a possibility. That's a good theory. Okay.
P was investigating pentagrams on the base. Then, when the child abuse cases popped up, they made my dad and his partner quit investigating due to, quote, MPs don't investigate felonies. Yeah.
Everyone is lying to you. The government wants to kill you, and the only thing you can trust is me and the skincare line. Yeah, the skincare line, the green lawn thing. Yeah, all that stuff. It's all those things. Okay. We did that. I guess we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this Moxie ice drama. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. That's another time killer. 333, dude, it's the Matrix. It's the Matrix. Get rid of this. Sneako's bot from last night. What's the gist of it? Oh, that's the one where he's hanging out with Clavicular and Nick Fuentes. Oh god. Okay. Why the fuck is that the like side thing over there? How do I... What is wrong with them? I have a Nick again, but the awkwardest fucking IRL stream I've seen in a minute. Okay, yeah, we might do that. We'll see how long the Moxie thing is first. Mondo.
I down for a second. Moxie, come on.
Okay, X-Man.
Oh yeah.
Listen, I would have no
Too bad. Another leech in the mix.
This is your thing. I mean, I don't fucking know. And you know it. You bought to hell.
I thought you were good. I thought you were a good content creator. You're just another leech. You're a leech. You're a leech. You're a leech.
What are you doing?
You're a leech.
Okay, that's just...
Leech.
Go cry to
Moxie.
Kimmy.
Leech.
Moxie, what are you doing right
Did you play through... No, I'm gonna...
Moxie, what are you doing right now? Yeah.
It must suck living with AIDS.
I don't need ice because I make my own.
Well, here you are. I don't need ice, but I'm gonna come look for him.
He's kind of right. Like, she did come to farm him. I didn't play through ENA Dream Barbecue. I stopped it when I went off stream or wherever it paused at. I don't really play games off stream. But like and then I wanted to save it because I wanted to play it at a time when you were like in here, you know. So basically, she's just pushing Ice for more views for fucking interaction to hype up. Ice is kind of right about that. But like, how does all this start?
You're gonna smash my phone like a little fucking pussy.
No. I was making Discord content.
You're so into this, your voice is hoarse.
Discord content.
But listen,
Moxie, do you think?
So they think that it's a... She thinks it's a stream will enjoy it, I think. Yeah, let me... Like, roughly how long does it take to play through? Because I do have to go to bed. I do have to go offline at 7 today. Like... Yeah, I have to go to bed at... I have to go to bed at 7 a.m. It is currently 3:37 a.m. Like 2 hours? How long is this? How long is the full Moxie thing? 19 minutes. We can do it. We can do it right now. Wait, what? Did I just get like a notification noise? Oh no, that had to be from her fucking stream when I was looking at it. Oh, rate your music, but for games? Okay. Let's take it down a notch. They'll only try to scam him 1 million one time. Oh wait. Oh. Is this DMT vapors coming out, or is that lava? Lava wouldn't be green. I heard something. Oh my god. That's weird. Oh, I forgot. This is that weird cutscene where they start speaking Spanish at me. They start speaking fucking Spanish at me. Could be either. True. Oh wait, they speak English. Okay,
you got me. I am not the boss, nor a penguin, but in fact, the great Dracula.
What the fuck? Covers the subtitles. Oh yeah. Here, let me fix it. Let me fix it.
What's your problem? What are our business struggles today? Let me help you invest in your future.
No! Just tell me about this dumb job already!
仕事に積極的なのか。そりゃいい心がけだ。いや、そうだな。よく聞いてくれ。時間はだいぶかかったが、このおしゃべりがなんとか
There we go. There we go. Problem solved.
問題があるとすれば、お前は遅すぎた。今からそこに滅びた身の始末に行こうにも、もう俺たちには時間が残されてないんだ。
Wait.
Seems I am out of the loop. Shall we review the job description?
まあ、あんたのその変な言葉遣いで言うとすれば、俺たちが狙ってるのはボスの腹渡だな。そいつは俺たちの最大のワークターゲットってとこ。
What the fuck is a work target?
Understood. Aim for the target.
そう。なんだこれ誰だ。
Oh, okay, wait. They're aware of the smoke.
ダメだダメだ。このスモークのせいで肺がどうにかなっちまう。もうタバコのスモークは大嫌いだ。最悪だ。黙れ。
Let's arrange our next ambush at the scene. Could you point out the boss's location?
こっちだ。こっちこっち。こっちに来い。見ろ。あの島が見えるか。ボスはどうやらあそこに潜んでるらしいんだ。な。だがまずはこのスモークを消し去ることが先かもな。で、取引成立か?
Alright, so we, what the fuck? Why is it an eye? Why are there tornadoes and fireworks? Oh, we have to go back to the Silent Hill level?
That is most categorically doable.
Oh shit. Why is it a slot machine? I hate gambling. Wait, we can talk to this guy?
You must be the entity that figured out where our target was. Is that verifiably true?
What? Did
Verifiably.
Penguin?
No, but I know a guy who could get you one.
I can hear your thoughts. Stop.
What the fuck? Okay. Wait, okay. Wait, how do we get back to where we came from if it's not here anymore? What? Okay. Oh, wait, there it is. Okay, let's find the receptionist. Use those interrogative sales tactics of yours and get what... Okay, we're gonna coerce them into giving us the answers. Wait, who are you, Jelly Man? Who are you? Hair follicles? Oh, okay, they're playing slots. That's why we got the slot, like, fucking animation.
Did I catch you at an okay time?
Encore vous? Allez-vous-en! Vous suintez la pauvreté. Allez manger des plats surgelés, sale limace à col rose.
I'm afraid that the smoke here is polluting our lungs.
Let's cut the crap! Yes! You will get rid of it for us so I can deal with the man in charge!
Quoi?
Well, okay, this is...
Vous arrivez trop tard. Le boss n'est même pas encore né.
This is a lot to take in.
Ce n'est pas de mon ressort de donner de tels ordres. Maintenant,
It's fucking frying the shit out of my synapses.
misérable mendiante pouilleuse démunie sans un sou et fauchée comme les blés.
Who else is involved in the decision making?
Ah, c'est reparti avec les questions, c'est ça? Vous m'avez l'air très problématique. Are you
Also, the like change in like texture styles is like
Worry not. You are still
really hard for my eyes to adjust to every time it switches back and forth.
avec le feu, mademoiselle? Bon, écoutez, les genies sont les seuls à pouvoir arrêter le smoke. Tout ce qui se cache derrière les portes de cet endroit chante leur gloire. Et n'essayez même pas de manquer de respect aux portes.
Bless you for your business.
Nice. Okay, so then we go back. Cut. Wait, does this say cope? Wait, I want to see. Okay. Legs swimming in an ocean of blood.
Vous pensez aller où comme ça?
Okay. Wait, who's this guy? He looks fun. He looks like a Play-Doh man. Wait, why am I moving slow? Oh, they're calling me.
あんたの会話をつけてたよ。忌々しいジーニーとドアについて聞いてたんだがね。もしあんたが探しに行くっていうんなら、俺は一緒には行けないみたい。
Well, you didn't go with us downstairs. I don't know why I would have expected you to go with me on the genie trip.
だからジーニーを見つけるのはあんた次第ってことになる。また連絡するよ。
Heal, frog.
Ping me in some moments.
Okay, there's more people coming to hang out. This is the dumbbell. This is the Cabras.
I am the boss.
Boss of what? Hogwash?
Ah, Anna. Unpopular everywhere, aren't you? I have studied Anna for a long, long time.
Say, are you a professional stalker? Don't take it personally.
The way that they fucking do the animation, like, layers is crazy.
Stalker entities are inside crowd door, begging for autographs, for fame. No Piero the Genie equals no town.
Crowd door, is it? Sounds like we've got a busyness there, huh?
I am confident You are unwelcome at the door. Piero the Genie is an entity with deviant tastes, just like me.
Okay, so the door that's actually a door is based on a YouTube animation series. It's very similar. Oh. Okay. Wait, I also wanted to talk to the pig. Wait, who's this? I don't like them. I want to talk to the pig. Well... I don't like that.
You're not fooling anyone, fraud!
Ну да, твоя правда. Меня звать Кейт, а ты вот Энна. Я тебя тут миллион раз видывал. Тут что, фестиваль простаков и простачек?
What up, half conscious? How's it poppin'?
Ну да ладно, ты видал уже одинокую дверь? Я от нее тащусь. Ух, не дождусь отправиться в плащ и добросовестно тусить, нарушая все законы. Вот в этот раз я точно подстречаю туалет.
Bathroom? You must be talking about the genie.
Why would they refer to the genie as a bathroom?
Странно ты называешь туалет.
No, I don't want to talk to him. I don't like him. I don't like him. I just don't like him. We let it in. Hold on, I'm checking. Making sure everything is squared away. Seems like it's squared away. Okay, so the bathroom is a bathroom? Why is my... Oh, dude, the fucking... The phone call fucks me up every time. The way the phone call, like, narrows your vision. I think, like, my character's drunk or something. Or I'm drunk.
Let's think on it. Gather info and ask questions. I will provide us with a factual truth about this genie.
バスルーム？あんた急に何言ってんだ？まあいいや、別にいたらいいんじゃないか？ただし仕事をサボるためにそこに留まったりはするなよ。その手口を俺はよく知ってる。
Okay, so we can't shit in the bathroom too long. Sex dolls again. Oh my god. That was spooky. Fucking, it was a face. Wait. Wait, what's going on? Is this a puzzle? Dude, this better not be like that climbing game where you gotta climb up the rock. Getting over it or whatever. We're gonna be here for 6 hours, if it is. Oh, I can't jump out. It's just clear now. That's trippy. This is a shrine to bathrooms. But apparently not a bathroom. Okay, wait. It's one of those guys again.
Jane, don't fuck anyone. Made a move, Jane.
What are you? Wooden horse?
That's inaccurate. Could you tell me everything you know about this G?
Oh, the genies are like a cognito hazard and they can change my fucking words? Oh, they change them to all the coolest words. We want some money. Okay, so they're in his house or something?
I'll be right with you.
If I was a wooden horse, where would I live? Right here. This is... Oh shit. Oh wait, okay, wait, this is blood. This is blood, right? The purple blood. And by carpet, he meant water. Okay, wait. Wait, that's blood. That's blood too. Oh my god, what is that, a cat? Nope. Okay, that is not blood. Ghost... Is it misleading me? Okay, no, he's not. I don't like that the walls breathe. That's no fun. How do I get up there? How do I get up there? Oh no. Wait. Hi, IU. How are you doing? I'm doing better now than I was. Oh shit. Wait. Wait. What? Oh no, that probably kills my character. You're doing okay? Why just okay? Wait, I found him this time. Okay, now we gotta follow the purple. No, I'm not being misled by you ever again, you little ghost. Okay, well, I'm getting misled by the ghost. What? Oh my god, I don't understand. I don't understand. What is happening? Okay, wait. Wait, there's gotta be another route around. Okay, wait. What if we go this way? Followed by this way. This is where we already were. Oh no. Oh no, we're lost as fuck. Okay, so we just take... We take... Oh my god. We just fall... We hug the wall. We hug the wall. That's how you figure out mazes. Alright. Alright. Right. Stay on the wall, stay on the wall, stay on the wall, right. Wait, are we going in a circle? No, wait, no we're not. Wait, okay, no. We figured it out. We figured it out. We go this way. And then we go this way. And then we crawl through here. Nope, we don't crawl through there. We keep going. Dude, okay, fuck it. I'm jumping for the kid. No! Oh, yes, we just... Yeah, we did it. Okay. I don't know how that worked, though. Wait, give me your equipment. Oh, no. That was a side quest? Why does this game have side quests? It's already confusing enough. Oh my fucking god, bro. You were over there. You were over there. This was the bloodstains. Potentially. Okay. Okay, wait. Okay, the little ghost thing pointed this way. So the jump worked last time, so we're gonna test jump theory again. Okay, one more time, because it worked when I did it twice that time. Okay, wait. What if we run from all the way in the back, and then we jump? Okay, that seemed like it was working. So let's try that one more time. Oh my god, where's the double jump button, guys? Okay, wait, okay. Let's think about this like we're pushing 30. Well, we're pushing 40. And use our skills of deduction. Wait. Okay. The window has to be some. Oh. Oh. Oh no, it is getting over it. Oh my god. Wait, this way looks easier. This way no longer looks easier. Okay, wait. I used to do parkour. Get higher from below. Get higher from below. God, it's... Oh, no. Let's think about this. Okay. Jump. 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 Okay, we're trying to get over there, so... Oh! Okay. Alright, wait. I understand I understand the game that we're playing now. Okay. That's a wall you can slide off of, so we're not doing that. So this time, we're gonna go this way. And then we're gonna go whoop, whoop. Okay, careful. Careful. And then we're gonna... Oh. No. Okay. Over the fucking hills. Oh no, come on. Come on. Don't make me do this right now. Okay, we did it. Okay, we're there. That's another hole. We don't want to fall down holes right now. There we go. Okay. Well, wait. That wasn't a baby or a pet. Hold on, what's over here? Hold on, what's over here? Oh, this is the glass. Wait, is there anything else? That was where we jumped. This is a hidey hole where the monsters go. This is the window. What is that? It's a mouse? There's a fucking mouse in their walls? They got rats in there? Oh, wait, do I have like an inventory? I guess they don't have an inventory. Or I mean, okay, we followed all of this. This was the secret way. Okay, red. We're just gonna follow red, and then we're gonna start following purple. Alright, let's find some purple. Okay, there's some purple. Purple. This is the kid. Okay. This is a dead end. So we're gonna... I think the ghost pointed here. Okay, I'm guessing... I didn't mean to do that. That one wasn't a bit. That one was not a bit. Oh. This is that thing. Purple. Oh wait. This is the exit. I thought he said he wanted 4 babies. Maybe he just wanted 1. What do you got for me?
Excuse me, Miss Boss Lady.
Yeah, we're looking for the bathroom too.
Oh, I am no longer the boss of myself. However, I can teach you to grow your own one in a few short steps.
That is amongst the weirdest spells I've ever heard from a witch.
I feel like this is a post-apocalyptic game.
Chances know how to reach the genie.
She said bathroom. Shh. Let me talk.
She said bathroom.
Let's not make any compromises. I must get rid of this.
I like the
smoke to
hippo
reach the boss.
spaceship. The hippo spaceship's
Looks like this
cute.
bathroom could be the key to our business's success.
Actually, one of us went looking for the bathroom and promptly got lost.
This is exactly why we should have gone to the purge event. We could have tried going to the bathroom from there.
Psst. We should go home. I am allergic to persons.
I got that reference. Hey!
Zip it!
Say, you seem like an entity who loves overworking themselves, and we seem to share the same final destination. Kind of. Would you be so kind to help us find our friend? I'll reward your hard work with something that could be useful in that, business of yours you like so much.
Barbecuing? Oh my god, another job.
Horrible choice, but precise. Anyway, the last time we saw her, she said she'd ask for directions inside of SHIII House.
Oh no! What if she's already bloodless inside there?
Don't you remember? We saw her heading out from there to the complete opposite direction.
Why did it turn into a cat?
Down, ladies. Maybe someone gave her fake directions. That's your cue, Miss Ina.
Time to get to work.
Okay, we haven't seen a witch. This is a... What are you? It's an aardvark?
Oh no, non un altro. Guarda, mia signora, non passerai. Possiedo questo ponte. L'ho acquistato stamattina.
I'm the anthology anomaly. Step back, jackpot!
Ehi, ehi, ehi!
Jackpot. Oh, I like his Adidas tracksuit.
No, 4! No, 5 volte! Mi sono lasciato con la mia ragazza! Ho ucciso mio fratello! E ora...
Oh, we revive him. Save him.
Mi scuso, mia signora. Le cose non sono state le stesse per me da quando quella strega urlante ha attraversato il mio ponte!
Hey, pal! My sympathy is gonna cost you for every condolence.
Aspetta. Condoglianze? Mia signora pensa che mi piaccia tutto questo? Essere un accumulatore professionista non è uno scherzo. Hai qualche idea di quanto sia stressante questo lavoro? Ad esempio, hai mai fissato qualcosa così intensamente per 10 minuti all'improvviso? Diventa il tuo regalo preferito? Mi è successo al dannato obitorio.
It happened to me in the morgue. Oh, it's all coffins.
Ok, guarda. Vedi quell'edificio distrutto e vedi quel gentiluomo là dentro? Quel giovane ha tenuto d'occhio le mie proprietà per tutto il tempo. Vuole sicuramente rubare le mie proprietà.
Dude, what is with them in the bodies?
Voglio che smetta di guardarmi. Se trovi un modo per coprirgli gli occhi o qualcosa del genere, io farò... No, potrei darti la mia gratitudine. Qualunque cosa, non lo so.
We're getting a lot of fucking jobs.
Perfetto. Ora smetti di guardare le mie proprietà.
Okay, but I understand how to do this job, I think. Where was he at? Oh, he's over here. Okay. Wait, and there's blood. Wait, oh, I get it now. The whole place is his house. Nope. Okay, we're gonna try that one more time. One more time. Lock on the glass. Go up here. Jump. Person. Okay, we got another pet. Fuck my Chungus life. Wait, wait. What am I supposed to do with you? Oh no. He's freaking... Oh, no, shouldn't say that. He's an idiot! What are you, bobble machine? Wait, no, we're gonna get another job!
I disagree.
I'm over jobs.
Guys, wait! I'm not doing what you say I'm doing! I'm not doing anything!
What?
I'm not doing anything at all!
What is going on? I don't have any money. Okay, we're not buying anything yet. Let's look for more bloodstains. Oh, found some bloodstains. Oh, wait. That's a pet. That's a pet, alright. Okay. Come here, pet. Oh, there's no fall down. Okay. We're looking for one last bloodstain. Let's see what's around here. Nada. Nada. Oh, there's the pet. Dude. Okay. Then we go back to the fucking thing.
Bless you for your business.
Chocolates. Okay, what do I do with the chocolates though? Hourglass dog. Okay, alright, what did he want again? Lock out the creepy eyes? Mayonnaise? Mayonnaise makes sense to me. Oh wait, what's over here? Oh, it's the taxi! There we go! We figured it out by accident.
What kind of work are you inmates offering to the public?
Bueno, yo puedo enviarte a ese famosillo evento. El evento de la burla. Una hueita así.
Para bailar, para morir.
Purge event.
Que vaya la voto. Hizo un verso sin mayor esfuerzo.
Wait, okay.
Vaya y diviértase. Puse breve.
Uh-oh. Oh, this is the morgue. We found the morgue. Guys, we found it. Oh, that was trippy. Let's just make sure there's no other fun stuff going on. I saw that little pink dude running around the... Well, okay, let's follow the pink dude. Let's not get sidetracked. Oh, he's a Jack the Ripper type character. He's a fucking Jack the Ripper type character. This is where we get killed. Okay, wait. We did all that. Okay, we're knocking on the door. Wait. Did I go over here already? I'm assuming this means my way's blocked now, so okay, we'll knock on the door. We'll knock on the door. Okay, they're not answering. Oh. I see you, you little motherfucker. Come here. Oh god. He went this way. He did not go this way. It was I tricked myself. Don't know about jumping down yet. They didn't get my name right. They don't know my name right. What's going on? Another phone call? Oh, this is the Shiva statue outside CERN.
Event?
嘘だろあんた。仕事をほっぽり出してパーティーしてんのか?
I crave freedom and the genie is my only escape.
Genie.
またそれか。あんた生きて帰れないかもしれないんだぞ。いとか、俺はどうなっても知らんからな。早く出口を探せ。
Okay, we gotta get out of here apparently. Wait, so all of these people half imploded?
Jane, anyone?
Oh. We found the bathroom. A house? A house. Okay, we skipped the line over here. Oh fuck no, dude. What is it gonna cost? I'll pay with my body. It's usually how I pay for things. Oh shit, we're in the party. Oh, no one wants to talk because they're all dancing. I get it. Bust a move, bust a move, bust a move, bust a move. Oh wait. It's a like Chinese fortune thing? Okay, I get it. I get it. This one. So green. Oh my god. Wait, no, I messed up. I messed up bad. I messed up bad, guys. Hey. Is that the genie?
How can I leave this stupid event? My lame, schedule is full. I can't afford another minute of joy.
Oh my god. Oh. I thought he was gonna be the genie. How's he another boss? Okay. Well, that was okay. We gotta get out of here. 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 We gotta go back. 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 Well, we fucked that one up. Oh, that's a genie for sure. Worth a shot. What the fuck is going on right now? I thought we were supposed to hear a whistling sound. Why are they like gaping? Okay, those look dead. They don't look happy. Those look dead. Oh no. I think whatever. Wait. That's a whistle noise. Okay, I figured out the whistle noise. I'm verifying that. Okay, yeah, it works the way I thought it does. Ocarina of Time maze. Wait, you use the sound to figure it out in Ocarina of Time? Okay, yep, this one. Nothing there. Nothing there. We did it. We made it out. Oh, I liked playing as the little dinosaur because he just moved better than when you're playing as Ina. Saria's song. Yeah, the Lost Wood theme. Oh. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. That's a good jam. Oh wait, I probably should check my Discord because I haven't checked it in a fucking minute.
Pardon me. My head hurts so much. Do you have any coffee? Any milk? Any bathroom?
Hey.
Giant bathroom.
We also got our arm back.
Ugh. It's not enough for this many bodies. I hate myself.
And there you
Oh shit. Huh. That's funny. If I can cross this river in one shot. Oh, okay, it's like leapfrog. No shot, dude. What the fuck? Yeah, but you're high. Oh no. Okay, well, we fucked that up. Did I don't know. Oh, it's the little dwarf people again. What's he doing? What is that little guy doing?
Hast thou seen that? Entities fighting each other for thy attention, creating a path to the correct hut for the sinful souls whom arrive to this unfortunate place. I know not which one to trust, which tells the truth. So tired I am of lies.
Oh, okay. So they point? No. I'm thinking about that too much. Okay, yes, they are pointing. Let's we'll pick yellow. Hey, what's up? They do be pointing. What are they pointing at, though? The economic inequality of the fucking gummy bear world? Like, what the fuck is it? To the right, but to the right hut, hopefully? Well, yellow superiority, I guess. Yellow fucking superiority. What do we do? Okay, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Wait. Oh, okay. Hopefully there's no ghost in here. What do we got? What are we working with? This doesn't look like a hut, so I think I got the wrong one. I've never seen a hut that looks like this. I've never lived in a hut that looks like this. Oh, wait. Oh, it's Kingdom Hearts. It's Kingdom Hearts, guys. Whatever this level's called. Where's the is there like a merch store? Where's the plushie of these guys? Where's the plushie of these guys? It's fucking me up. They're so beautiful, makes me want to cry. I'm probably gonna cry now. Oh wait, it's one of those sex dolls again. Oh, the former genie? We've been looking for the genie for 6 hours.
Dear Genie, or to whoever it may concern, my job is to do everything possible to find the boss, for he is our target today. The smoke is in the way of our business and must be eradicated at once.
I kind of want to like leak some lore, but I feel it's definitely lore that I'd get in trouble for leaking. Let's just say things are not how they seem on stream. Not on my stream, but someone else's stream. Let me clarify that. Yeah. Dude, I wish I could create illusions like that. I don't know how they do it, but if I could like script it all, I would. I think we'd be in the right fucking place for it if we scripted it. Why couldn't this... Oh no. Oh no. Why couldn't this have been the bridge puzzle? Wait. Use my depth perception. Oh. Oh, okay. You don't even have to jump. Well, that was embarrassing. Tummy rub. What the fuck? What the... Oh, oh no, no. No. Wait, 221. Okay, wait. If we break the smoke machine, then the Japanese guy can come with us, right? What the fuck? We're slapping? We're slapping her? What the fuck? This is fucking kinky. Okay, we did it. Wait. When I stopped the smoke machine, I thought it would make life better, but apparently it's brought about the end of Western society or something. Oh, wait, no, there's a door. Okay, there's always a way forward. Locker room. Locker room. Wait. I remember this from the Mango movie. This is where Tazo raped Moises. Like 6 times. Okay. Where's the happy face? Which one's the happy face? Okay, none of them are happy faces. Is that my TTS? What are you guys typing in TTS? You gotta take the extra letters out. I can't understand when you guys type it like that. Oh, that's in the game? Okay. Okay. Oh, it's just the Majora Mask puzzle again. I gotta follow the voices. Wait. Am I supposed to follow the music now? Pick up, host calling.
The issue with the bathroom has been resolved. Our business with the boss is our next priority. He will be down the drain in no time.
Wait, we're killing the boss? Oh wait, yeah.
あんたの仕事は何だっけ？いい加減に一気に仕事を片付けるのに集中するぞ。もう二度とバスルームの話をするなよ。
Agreed. Toilets are death traps.
ああ、そうだ、言い忘れてた。あんたが何をしたのか知らんが、その効果は確かに現れてるよ。
Toilets are death traps because you gotta fight for your life. Hold
だいぶ
on.
消えたんだ。ご苦労さんだったな、エナ。おかげで随分仕事が楽になったよ。だがひょっとするとまた別の窮地に立たされてるかもしれないぞ、エナ。ああ、まずい。こいつは
Dude, guys, I fucking smell. I fucking smell so bad right now.
いいか、今あんたがいるところ
And I need to change my pants.
そこに閉じ込められるかもしれないってことがわからない
I've been wearing the same pants for like 5 days or some shit.
Drop inside that ocean full of opportunities. Am I right?
あ、そうかそうか。あんたにはセールスの技とやらがあるんだったな。じゃああんた本当に
Doesn't really need to go to the grocery store. Why you got why are you nailsing that? Don't nails that.
戻ってくるんだ。
They often aren't. No, that's in the game. Wait. Wait, what was that in reference to? Wait, what was that in reference to? Oh, wait. I remember what that was in reference. Oh, okay. We gotta lock in. We gotta use our... We're in TTS, but in this... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I forgot. Okay. We gotta lock in, Lovar. We gotta use our... Okay. We gotta use our listening ears. Okay, so these three play the noise? Okay, I don't... Okay, this isn't discordant. Oh, okay. Shrimple as figure out which one wasn't playing discordant harmonies. We finally put the years of working on music to the fucking test. Oh, you know what? Well, it might not be, there might not be any need to like do a sub goal. Because who knows what the streaming numbers are going to be like right now with Darius gone. Oh my god, I'm so fucking stupid. I forgot to upload short form content. Okay, I only missed one day. We're okay. Dude, it's so... Did you see, Lovar, that girl found me from my TikTok? Or my reel, I guess. She found it on Facebook. Oh, okay, hold on. I'll just show you. Where's my phone screen? I think you guys can hear the audio when I do it like this. Okay, where's my profile? Okay, I've matched with this girl so many times. Wait, why doesn't it biffed it
Why
like
doesn't it
so many
restart it?
goddamn.
Why doesn't it restart it?
A nurse could fix me. No, I have been.
Wait, why doesn't?
Dude, this. Oh my god. Okay, I've matched with this girl so many times. Biffed it like so many goddamn times. A nurse could fix me. No, I have been with an Afro Latina before, Shook, and she said it all the time. Just said that we shouldn't say it in front of our kids. She also, every time I apologized to her, wanted me to say the N-word. That was a little bizarre. Dude, this might be the girl.
Oh, okay. Well, and then she said, "Oh wow, hey, that's me. This one did pretty good. 1.5K views. 12 likes is not very good, but yeah, look. Oh well, hey, that's me. W. She seems like someone that would be streaming. Okay, maybe not. She follows 1,000 accounts, dude. What is your follower ratio? We don't play those games over here. Never mind. You want a good following ratio. Don't touch that. Never mind. Fuck. Yeah, it is her. It's wild. That was a wild experience. I'm like, is my stream like hella delayed? Like 20 seconds? Because I just like looked over at my stream preview and it looked wrong as fuck. I thought I got rid of the smoke. Oh, failed? Oh no. This is a live recreation of Darius and Grace Thorpe. We literally destroyed the world. We destroyed the fucking world. It's so sad. And wrong of us. In that order. Oh, it's the king! There is redevelopment happening already, so it's fine. No, there isn't redevelopment happening. There's fucking profiteering occurring. It's like a fucking, what is the word for that kind of economy?
No longer sense the stench of any lie. Vain pretense has met his match, and noble truth holds sway.
What is it called when the fucking, like, economy is, like... Or, like, the government is run by, like, the mafia or whatever? A fucking, What the fuck is it called? There's a word for it. Hold on. Let's do our due diligence and research this. Like, the geniuses that we are. What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? Oh, when the economy is controlled by criminal organizations. What is that called? Bro, there's a fucking control and coercion. Wait, what? Am I making it up that there's like a term for this? No. Well, maybe, but I thought there was like a phrase when it was like specifically like hella fucked. How do we lose? Oh my god, I need to stop. Okay. Okay, hold on. I'm learning something. Whenever I go on these weird side quests on my computer, people fucking hate it unless there's someone else there. Or maybe I'm trying to like come to a conclusion from too little data. Have I streamed on a Sunday before? Oh shit, we finished the chapter. Wait, that was the game? That was the game? Oh. Oh, okay. I feel like we played that game very poorly. I feel like we played that game incredibly poorly. Okay, oh, there's a different way to get to the bathroom that's a bit more involved. Well, I unlocked 2 of 14 achievements. So I feel like I missed a lot. I feel like I missed quite a bit. A bit? Like 50%? I feel like I missed like 50% of it. I wonder like what other... There's just too many games now. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Caves of Quad. Oh my god, I want to play that for so long. Wait. There's this Kung Fu game I want to play. This game looks so cool. Let's no. No, he doesn't have it. Have you ever seen this game, Lovar? Mixed reviews now. Wait, how did it go down to mixed? Oh, people are just mad that it, like... They're just mad that it's not... You know Seth Zinch? Do you know that YouTuber? You know what, actually, even if you do know him or don't know him, let's do that. Let's do that. Dude, I love this guy. This is like in the world of maybe I should watch this. Oh no, wait. This is wait. Dude, I love this guy. This is like
hey people.
This is like the edgy racist bullshit that sometimes I like. Okay, I actually only like it for him because I think it's parody.
Immaculate Crack Rock. Domain expansion. Homeless Fist. Hey disciples. Seth here. Let me tell you about a game that's transfixed and captivated me for the past many days. The Matchless Kung Fu is an immersive sim that shows what life would be like if every man, woman, and child was trained in the martial arts. That is to say, life would not last very long. This game takes place in the genre of wuxia. This is Chinese sword fantasy fiction, but a little more grounded than some I've covered in the past. The game works like this. You play a world simulation where everyone has their own desires and motivation, which you expand by putting down plots of land. These are pre-made areas containing a challenge. If you finish an objective, you can place more land, and you keep going.
Oh.
Inevitably, a Shaolin master breaks your spine.
But they only have one map now. I get
the
why.
actions you took in a past life will influence the next through karma, and you're not expected to understand any of this. That's why I don't have to explain to you why I began my journey drop-kicking roosters and fighting with a family dog.
That's Gmo and Chicken Andy.
Scissors that is combat because the tutorial went over my head, but I've knowledge non-verbally.
A lot like Kenshi, but like a weird combat thing. But there's more.
Perfectly harmonized.
There's more.
I can confidently tell you, I have
well, there's some differences.
For being the product of RNG, my first Chinaman turned out looking okay. My very first quest was to beat the shit out of wine-stealing monkeys, only to find out animals can be tamed. Abilities vary between animals, but for the monkey, this was begging. The monkey can beg for money.
Yeah, see? You're right, it is a lot like
from
Kenshi.
his local business. In this game, beggar is a profession.
Because I forgot you could have the party.
Clinics, beggars operate churches. I was driven away and had to beg downhill instead. Then I got a quest to deal with some bandits. No problem, I thought, until I saw they were two women who could kill just by breathing on me. Luckily, my
Unfathomably strong.
just burned down their camp. This was very easy because they They took several naps while I was doing so, only stopping when I burnt down their mattress. So they left and started harassing the locals. As it turns out, one of the bandits had the charitable perk, which meant that she would rob the local store, beat up the owner, and donate all her savings directly to my monkey. I made a lot of money from the bandit monkey pipeline, and I found the constant brawls to be very entertaining, until it wasn't, and the store owner was dead on the floor. I realized I had to do something, or I was going to lose a lot more NPCs. I allured the two bandits into a non-lethal sparring competition, broke their strength, quickly rested, and jumped them again before they could recover.
Oh my
Bumped
God.
up my reputation, and I was offered a selection of different schools of martial arts. Naturally, I chose to join the drunken sect. Not only did I get a bunch of skills that are simple enough that even I can reliably combo, I also got informed that I had a secret admirer. Who, may I ask? Well, the person telling me. And just like that, I had a significant other. She sleeps on the floor. Sorry, honey. The bed is reserved for me and the monkey. As we lay together and pick lice out of each other's hair, our bond strengthens. Following cultivation tropes, you can attend auctions to bid on rare and expensive items. Every time someone makes a bid for an item or increases their bid, the other guests become more jealous. If you let this play out in the background in its entirety, everyone who went to the auction is now seething with hatred and will try to kill every other attendee. In this game, you don't get stronger from fighting. You get stronger by connecting shapes in the right order to activate inner kung fu. In my case, however, I got alcohol immunity. I didn't understand the value of this until I sat down for a drink and saw a small option to make a toast. I could forcibly drink someone under the table, and when they're passed out, I could kidnap their body and rob them blind, which is exactly what I did for the next hour, until everyone was running around in sub-zero temperatures in boxer shorts. Putting down enough normal plots lets you place special plots, such as towns. Soon as I entered, two men started bickering because one had slept with the other's wife. I intervened against infidelity, but a little too strongly, because he was now dead. I sat down at the bar to continue my drunken robbery when the same woman who committed adultery tried to seduce me. Honoring my beloved, I rejected her advances, so she threatened to kill me if I said no. And she did, because she's got 12k vigor. So I reloaded and tried to beg for forgiveness. Instead, she let me off lightly by breaking my legs. The irony of the situation is that she owned the town clinic and would help treat my crippling disability the next day. I lived a good life. I trained hard, and despite that, I am surrounded by sociopaths that could kill me on a whim. I hate this place. I'm gonna go parkour across water. Going far north in the map is how you get captured and imprisoned. This is not a bad thing. This is how you unlock your second and third character slots. As said before, you're not meant to win on the first try, or rather, you're not the main character. The protagonist of this story is your ancestors. Quick briefing on power levels. Everything is about vigor, which is how much punishment you can take. No matter how good you are at finessing the combat and exploiting meridians, your starting character's vigor will cap off at around 2k. So for reference, at your absolute peak, you are half as strong as a giant toad. How do we remedy this? Genetics. Much like a trailer park is much more of a gene pond than a gene pool, your choice of partner has consequences on your child's pedigree. You need to choose the right Chinaman or China woman to chintegrate into your lineage. If you're the offspring of a sect leader, you're born with 2k extra vigor. That's nice, but we need to go even harder. There are many myths, many legends. In high school, we used to nipple cripple each other. If you're not familiar, that's where you grab both nipples and twist painfully, usually in the changing room when they're most vulnerable, until one of our friends told us that's how a kid got nipple cancer, because he got nipple crippled too often and it became a tumor. We knew the story was bullshit, but we were scared, and we never did it again. Similarly, I heard tales of people hitting 30k vigor, and I think I know how. Some call it intuition. I call it reading a guide on Steam. Karma are objectives you complete during life that allow you to take different blessings in the next. Our objective, pristine birthright, requires the following: 30 lovers, 30 grudges, or 1,000,000 gold. Gold is out of question, so I went with 30 grudges instead. For reference, the worst thing you can do to someone is destroying their kung fu. Understandably, beating someone so hard they forget how to move creates a lot of animosity. At first, I was non-lethal and just battled people, stole their kung fu, and locked them in a cage. This got problematic very quickly. I would imprison someone's mother, so their daughter would show up and start breaking the cage from outside, trying to rescue them. So I had to knock her out, put her in another cage, only to see the mother try to break out from inside to rescue her daughter. Everyone started bonding over their shared predicament, became friends, and tried to make a prison break. Eventually, it was too much, so I had to start taking heads. All I wanted was 30 enemies, but it seems now I'm going to need 30 body bags. This was a problem because I couldn't keep track of the people I killed and their relations to one another. I accidentally killed off someone's parent, only to find out their daughter had 12k vigor and was chasing me across the land. I died several times and had to reload. The only way I was going to survive was by friendship, and paying the master of my sect 1,000 gold to beat the shit out of her. As I took her head, I realized, why do I even need this karma quest when I have a small army that can finish the entire game? There are no words to describe the experience of combat when your fights are stacked 20 against 1, except incredibly fair. I thought I was invincible, but I flew too close to the sun. You see, slowly, over time, my army kept taking internal injuries, but their AI wouldn't let them go to a clinic for treatment, and I didn't pay attention. Suddenly, some of them died, which caused their friends to blame me for their death, which forced me to fight them. But then, they died, and my other companions attacked me. My failure cascade was out of control, and I died at the hands of my own men. I thought I was girl boss of this empire.
That's so
but in
chicken.
truth, I was nothing but the boss baby. I looked back on the footage to figure out exactly where it all went wrong, and surprisingly, it wasn't inflicted injuries. No, what happened was I ate shit to see what happens, and I saw the animation, and I thought it was really funny. However, my dysentery gave me a stack of poison gas, which spreads from close contact. My army was exclusively in close contact, so the cause of death of everyone, and myself included, was my own excrement. But it turned out I made enough enemies in this life that I finished my karma quest. Pristine Birthright gives you the single biggest power spike in the game, if you can actually use it. If I could figure it out, I'm sure you can too. In case you do this yourself, I found out I didn't actually need grudges, and I could have just marked 30 people as enemies. Turns out, force-feeding people shit, gouging out their eyes, and repeatedly breaking their legs was completely unnecessary, and says a lot more about myself. My unscrupulous actions would come to haunt me for my third character, as I start with ill fate, which means I'm more likely to be struck by lightning. I try to cheese the system by praying for rain and speedrunning life. Unfortunately, lightning only cooks you, so I tried dying to bandits. They refused to kill me as well. Instead, they put me in a cage and went to sleep. Occasionally, they would wake up and poison me before going back to sleep. This also failed to kill me. Frustrated, I ran to the Forbidden Palace, which is this game's version of a government. This is staffed by people who are referred to as an incomplete person, who are missing their precious treasure. This is a very Chinese way of saying they lost their penis. I could go on to explain how dynasties thought this would prevent nobles and public officials from seizing power because they couldn't produce children. But I digress. Anyway, I set fire to the palace, and I was promptly executed. And it was all for nothing because my negative karma was still there. Also, I found out Groin Kick has a chance to permanently crush your balls. Do with this information as you will. So, I made my fourth and final character, Supreme Genetics. Excellent karma. And you know what he does with it? Nothing, because I unlocked Beast Tongue and can now tame infinite monkeys. Now, I have complete monopoly on the entire begging sector. This game is undeniably early access. The translations can range from English to absolutely esoteric, but the gameplay is so intuitive that I never felt like I was missing out. There is one exception to this. It's called verbal duels, and they're completely insane. This is the equivalent of an online debate, where the objective is to mentally break your opponent. Instead of vigor, you use spirit, and depleting someone's spirit will put them in hysteria, and hysteria can lead to death. This game lets you troll someone to death. It's really hard to say which single event in the
Riding the chicken. Dude, I love the chickens.
I went to the clinic for a broken leg, only for the doctor to forcibly throw me outside because it was 1 minute past his bedtime. Or was it my wife screaming at me for having an affair, as I have no option to explain to her that I have no relation to this giant black serpent, and it only holds feelings of intimacy for me because I implanted it with a love parasite. Since writing these lines, my world got flooded. I tried to swim north and got eaten by a great white shark. This came out of nowhere, so it scared the shit out of me. This was the worst jump scare I've ever had. I got crinkles in my diaper and was very afraid. So I'm giving this game a 0 out of 10. In all seriousness, if you're willing to put up with a lot of bad translation and want a sandbox where you can live out your power fantasy of killing everyone with your bare hands, then I thoroughly recommend it. For
the monkey decides to break your
got my money's worth. It's pleasant, it's charming, and there's a lot to explore, but I haven't had the time to cover. As always, more content to come. So
well, there we go.
This video didn't take that long. Many of my videos
that's
take very long.
That's Matchless Kung Fu. What are we doing? What are we doing? I think we're ending stream. I felt invigorated. At first. Yeah, it was a decent stream. This stream was better than the first stream, for sure. Much more pleasant this time around. But last one was something else. Last one was something else. All right, we're out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time. Same. Wait, where's my OBS? Oh, there's my